Welcome to my podcast. So, I'm going to be sharing a deeply personal journey that began just a month ago when I packed my bags and I moved from Cincinnati, Ohio to Paris, France. So, at just 18 years old, I took a leap of faith and it was driven by my dream of becoming a fashion model. But soon you'll hear that the path wasn't as glamorous as it sounds. Let's rewind a bit. So, I had been a commercial model in the US for over a year, but nothing could prepare me for this leap. After receiving an offer for a 4-year modeling contract with Martine's women's agency here in Paris, I had some conversations with my family and my agencies, which are Helen Wells Agency and Le Mans Management. And after weighing the risks and benefits, we decided that I should take the plunge and fly out for Paris Fashion Week. I was excited, but I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And when Fashion Week arrived, and walking the runway was a dream come true. But it was also the most mentally challenging week of my life. I felt immense pressure to succeed, not just from my family and my agencies, but also from myself. I feared I'd end up as a failure or just another girl who couldn't make it in this competitive industry. My insecurities loomed large, fueled by memories of high school bullies who once dismissed my dreams. I put on a brave face, but inside I felt like a ticking time bomb. Every day I faced comparisons. I would stand in front of mirrors analyzing my body next to other girls who seemed to have it all. Thinner waists, better hair, and stronger walks. This constant comparison was challenging for anyone, but for someone with a generalized anxiety disorder and PTSD and depression and ADHD, it was even more overwhelming. The pressure I felt spiraled and made my mental health challenges much worse. I was struggling with not just body image, but imposter syndrome, also dealing with an intense feeling of loneliness. I had just a week to prepare for this move, which left me barely enough time to learn any French. So not speaking the language made things even harder. I often felt misunderstood, perceived as lazy or ignorant for not speaking French. In reality, I was trying my best, but ADHD made learning tricky. The barrier hindered my ability to make friends. Thankfully, my roommates from Italy and Germany have been incredibly supportive in helping me learn the language and introducing me to their circle. Despite the hardships, I hold on to my dreams, and I am determined to become a well-known model in the Paris fashion scene. And this podcast is a way for me to share not just my journey, but also shed light on an important issue: mental health in the fashion industry. Through this episode, I hope to raise awareness about mental illness, especially within fashion. My first source is a study written by, I might say the names wrong, but Viren Swamy and Amelia Seismica, which explores body image concerns among professional models. The results show that models often struggle with body image more than the general population, highlighting the need for interventions to promote a healthy body image. To provide a broader perspective, I've conducted interviews with various people in my life. First, I spoke with my Italian roommate, Matilda, who shares her experience of moving to Paris and how the language barrier affected her relationships. Next, I interviewed my German roommate, Rebecca, who, like Matilda, discusses her struggles with language and connection. Then I talked with my friend Lauren. She's a fellow model from Los Angeles, and she reflects on the challenges of navigating the industry with English as her only language. Lastly, I spoke with my agent, Martine, who provides insights from her experience in the industry and shares the struggles her models face when adapting to life in France. Through these interviews, I hope to illuminate the realities of mental health in the fashion world and the challenges of language barriers for those who move to a new country. Our challenges do not define us. They're a part of our story. Thank you for listening, and I hope my story resonates with you.